and recognized. It's also recognized how detrimental it is to women's well-being, to women's health. When you feel scared you're in a toxic relationship, the man, your partner, whatever it is, even if it's in same-sex couples, they come home, they complain, they quarrel, because before you were being love bombed like you wouldn't believe. And now the criticisms have started, the blaming, why couldn't you this? This is never right. I don't like this. I don't like this food and all this shit. So you want to please. You believe you're in love. But the attitude and then the shouting and the screaming and the insults and the disrespect, and you can't do anything right, and you're not the woman I married, or you're not the woman I met. Fuck that shit. You have to tell these motherfuckers to get gone, or you get gone. Because that is not love. Insults is not love. Disrespect is not love. And all of that is simply saying, beautiful souls, I don't love myself. That is what the men in your life, in your lives, are telling you when they treat you like shit. But coming back to this thing of, but why doesn't she leave? You feel too scared to leave. You don't know how it's going to be. You depended on this motherfucker, and then now he's treating you like shit, and you're scared to leave. And if he's beating you up, you feel even more scared. It's terrible. I used to be in the situation where I used to make the same comment. This man is not treating her well, or her partner is not treating her well. Why doesn't she leave? It's fair. You're too scared. But there is help. Pick up the phone. You got to start thinking. You got to find some way of calming yourself inside in order to be able to think. Because it's only when you think, then you can plan. And your plan is to get the fuck out of Dodge. So please, reach out. There are hotlines. Start looking. In the USA, the biggest and most powerful one is the National Domestic Violence Hotline. They have a fantastic website. They also have the information that you need. Love yourself enough to ask for help. Because the thing with narcs and with toxic relationships is this. They separate you from family and friends. It's a gradual thing. They start complaining about your friends. I don't like your family. I don't like your mom. I don't like your dad. I don't like that friend that you have. She's so talkative, or she's so nosy, or whatever. These are the tricks that these motherfuckers use. And then gradually, you find yourself alone. There's nobody to call. You don't know your neighbors, your partners, your husbands, your whatever you call them. They have ensured that you can only depend on them for love, which is not there. It was in the beginning, but that's what they used to pull you in. You have to depend on them for companionship, and they are not emotionally available. And then they criticize, they pound you down into the ground until you feel like nothing and nobody. And this continues until no matter how much you try to please, it ain't working.